Appeals denied. A judge in Romania says former reality TV star Andrew Tate must remain in jail as the human trafficking case against him moves forward. Welcome back to Sidebar here on the Crime Investigation Network. Andrew Tate, the former UK reality TV star, and his brother will not be getting out of jail anytime soon. A judge denied their appeals to be released after another judge had earlier extended their arrest period. Tate and his brother Tristan and two other women face several charges related to human trafficking, including organized crime and rape. The judge said they could evade the investigation and possibly flee, and that's why they will remain in jail. Joining me to discuss the decision is Stefan Loredan. He's a licensed attorney in Romania. Stefan, welcome back to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
What is your thought? What are your thoughts initially on the appeal being denied? Is this any type of surprise?
No, this is not a surprise for me. In fact, I was predicting this in my other videos as I create content also in regards to this case. It's not a surprise because it's very rare that once a court gives such a decision, it will be accepted, that will be accepted later on. Right? So I guess we should discuss maybe a little bit about what are the next steps and where they will go from here in the case.
Yeah, tell me what happens next as the case proceeds, because it sounds like it's still under investigation.
Yes. So obviously they're going to stay under arrest for the entire 30 days period until January 29th. That's when the 30 days period finishes. And after that, the prosecutor will come forward to the judge and he will propose one of the three measures that I'm going to tell you about. The first measure is to extend the period with another 30 days. This will only happen if the prosecutor feels like it needs more time for the investigation to happen. Okay. The second option would be they will get home arrest for 30 days. And the third option would be they will get a pre-trial conditional release, but they will have to come once or twice per week to sign a document with the police so they make sure that they don't leave the country. And of course, they are not allowed to leave the country.
All right, before we continue, I just want you guys to pay attention to everything that's going on and the fact that also pay attention to the fact that they are still under investigation. Very important, okay? They are still under investigation, which means they've not been pronounced guilty. Okay, because we will take a look at, there's a criminal lawyer on YouTube who made like a breakdown of an old video Andrew Tate did, and he was saying something that they said something in the video that's incriminating. They said something, but there's no proof. And right now, as this man just mentioned, they're still under investigation. They've not been pronounced guilty. Everyone is looking for different things to say, these and the blah blah blah, is this, is that. And one of the things that I want us to also pay attention to is that even if they say something or they're guilty of some things, you can't deny the fact that they've done some other things that's good. It's just like you, it's just like me. There are some things you've done that's good. There are some things you've done that's they're just pretty messed up. And that doesn't make you someone that we should throw, or me that someone that we should throw into the garbage. No human being is perfect. So let's look at this situation and just focus on the issue at hand. The first thing is they're still under investigation. The second thing is they've not been pronounced guilty. So we will listen to these guys and then we'll go to the lawyer's video and we will listen to the lawyer. And another thing about the lawyer video that I want you guys to pay attention to is, and I believe there's so many people that I've seen a bunch of other videos online from like reaction to the video from the lawyer's video, and a lot of people are not really giving their own real thoughts. They are giving refined thought, and that's one thing about the era in which we live in. We live in an era of refined thoughts. It's very difficult to find people with original thoughts because everything you're being fed online is something that's been refined. something that's been refined from someone that already has a biased thinking towards it. So what you're getting is just, oh, I like this person, I kind of agree with this person. You're not getting your own refined thought. So we will take a look at the video from the lawyer's breakdown, and I would want you guys to also look at some other refined thoughts around the video, and you guys will let me know what you think. Right now, keep commenting your thoughts in the and let's go into this. Okay, let's go back into this video and listen to the full video. Okay.
So those are the next steps that could happen.
And what is your opinion about whether or not what option will come or what will be chosen as far as them possibly being released as the case proceeds?
I would say that two of those options are most likely to happen, but it also depends on the prosecutor, right? So I would say that the two that are most likely to happen are either the extension of another 30 days of the under arrest period, and the second option would be the pretrial release. I don't see them ever being under home arrest or something like that.
It seems unusual that they would be under home arrest if there's a fear that they could flee or evade investigation.
Exactly. I could also give you some context because I saw the decision. I saw the decision of the first judge that put them under arrest for 30 days, and I could tell you the motives or why did he choose to keep them under arrest, if that's something of interest.
We'll go ahead and explain that.
Yeah. So I read the document where the judge argues and says why he kept them under arrest for 30 days. And the motives are the following. First of all, so they don't escape the country. And the second, which is the most important to understand, the judge is aware of the fact that Tate brothers are public persons and they have a lot of media attention and also social media attention. And he said that if they would be let free, then this could create social insecurity because the charges that they're facing are serious charges, right? And the judge feels like he doesn't want to create social insecurity, and that could also be a threat in terms of the people, the citizens, questioning the act of justice, all right? So this is two of the main reasons why. Now you could also argue that the third one is so that they don't intervene in terms of the witnesses' statements, because they are powerful people, they have money, and they can easily influence the statements of the witnesses.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned social media. Andrew Tate's lawyer said that basically he is playing a character when he's tweeting. I mean, he's been called a misogynist. He was banned from Twitter at one point in time and other platforms for some of his views. But his lawyer is saying, look, he's playing a character. This is part of his persona. It's not who he really is. Does that matter?
That was the first defense when the first judge gave him the 30 days period arrest, and here's how the judge responded to that. The judge said very clearly that he can't take seriously the defendant's part when they are claiming that the suspects are playing a persona, because here's the thing, the suspects were playing the same persona with the victims as well. They have the same attitude, the same characters. Right? And so you can't argue that you are playing a persona on the internet, while at the same time you're doing the same things in real life with the victims. Right? So that's one of the reasons why he couldn't accept the defendant's part.
Andrew Tate seems to be saying in his lawyer, his lawyer gave an interview in, it was in Romania, talking about how, he didn't do this and things of that nature. So how long do you think this process will take? Obviously, it's his lawyer's job to defend him, and we're certainly not going to convict him here. But it's a different process in Romania than it is in the United States.
Yeah, first of all, we should understand the fact that they're considered innocent until proven guilty, so they still have their innocence.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
the second thing I would say that Andrew Tate has some of the best lawyers because he has like a team. It's not a problem of lawyers. He has the best team out there. The problem are themselves, if that makes sense, because all the content that they've been put out there on the social media, it's self-incriminating, and they're going to have a hard time showing the judge that everything they've done and everything they said on the internet is actually not who they are, right? So those are the main issues. This is the main issue that I can find in this case. Now, in terms of the how long this can take, obviously the investigation can take anywhere from 1 to 5, 6 months. I don't know exactly, and you can't determine that because you don't know the case files, you don't have access to that. But after that, if it goes to trial, the trial can go on for like 1 to 2 years without any problems. So it's very hard to determine the exact time frame, but I would say a few months for the investigation and 1 to 3 years for the trial, if it goes to the trial.
There's been a lot of interest in this case, it seems. How interested are people in Romania in the case? Are they watching this closely, or is this just considered a case involving some really horrible allegations against a celebrity?
No, Romanian people, just like any other people in the world, like other countries, they present the same interest. Obviously, they feel like they're a little bit more attached to it because Tate was living in Romania, and he was seen as this type of persona in Romania. But I feel like it's the same everywhere else in the world.
So people are following it with interest.
Yes, exactly, 100%.
Do you know how many victims they believe are, accusers are involved in all of this? I mean, how big do you think this is?
I can only talk based on the evidence that I've seen and that are available to the public, all the legal documents that I've read, and I can say that there are 6 victims in this case. One of it is saying that. So one of it is behind the charges of rape, the other one is behind the human trafficking, and the rest of them, 4 of them, they are behind the human trafficking as well. So 6 in total.
And I was reading that they were kind of under the impression they were being loved and things changed. I mean, it was this whole kind of process that they are claiming happened to them, that they felt they were, loved by these people, and then obviously it changed.
So what happens is that they're claiming that Andrew Tate and his brother were using the lover boy method to lure the victims, and then once the victims fall in love with them, they came to Romania, and then they pushed them and forced them to do webcam business, web chat, or whatever it's called. Right? That's the issue. Now, one of the biggest problems is that in Romania, the lover boy method is very well known by the legal system, by the judges, by the prosecutors, because the mafia bosses used this method for the last 20 to 30 years to lure victims and use them for prostitution. So it might be the case where already the judges and the prosecutor have already like an idea or a vision about what this lover boy means, and they automatically associate it whenever they find it. Even if Andrew Tate and his brother didn't use those girls for prostitution, but they use them to turn them into employees for their main business, which is the webcam business, right? But they're going to have a hard time approving that.
That's all bias based on what you just said. That the gangster, the mafia, old mafia have been using the same tactic, and when they go in, they already have like a preconception of what this kind of business is like. So that has been biased, and the judge is not supposed to be biased. A judge is supposed to be able to pull out details, isolate the details, and make the judgment that's fair based on empirical evidence presented by both factions. So judges already having a notion, that means they're biased, and we can't be having judges, biased judges trying to make a judgment over a case. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it's just me, but that just doesn't sound right. Well, let's keep going. We're almost done.
Stefan Loredan, licensed attorney in Romania, thank you again for coming on to offer your time and your expertise. As we continue to follow this case, I'm sure we will have you back on again.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
And that's it for this edition of Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. It is produced by Sam Goldberg and Logan Harris.
Okay, so what do y'all think? Right? What do you all think? Because now we will go through we'll go through to this lawyer on YouTube. It's a famous lawyer on YouTube, and he made like a breakdown of the evidence that they have against Andrew Tate. And like I said, always keep in mind where your rational caps, okay, where your thinking caps, and be as objective as possible, okay. And also keep in mind, do not never worship a leader, because you will never understand, or you won't know when you're being deceived. So isolate everything and then bring them together under your reasoning ability, and then let me know what your best judgment is. And keep in mind that whatever we say, it's just going to be speculations, and we can just hope that the judge proceeding the case, they handle it in the most rational, reasonable, the most humane way, without thinking or bringing any form of bias towards the case. So let's listen to this lawyer, because he has some things that I want us to take a look at. Okay. Okay. Criminal lawyer breaks it down. Right here. This lawyer.
Before we do that, this is brought to you by eastsign.com. East Fractures has been saying that I take things out of context, and Andrew Tate, he'll never reach us on Andrew Bells on our channel about Andrew Tate. I had one guy say, so sad, I don't want to be in a Romanian jail cell where 56 other guys are the same toilet that's in the middle of the fucking room. I hope I don't reach his level. Some of the detractors have been saying that I take things out of context, and I call it your coffee and whatever. And so I am going to kind of break down what the judge said. And I think I already did a thing about taking things out of context. But let's talk about what the judge focused on in determining the decision to keep.
All right, guys. Like I said, pay close attention. Okay, play close attention, and do not just listen to what he has to say, and we will talk about this. We'll deliberate this.
Keep him contained. First of all, Romania is a country that is part of the International Convention Against Sex Trafficking. So they're trying to standardize things across the globe, because sex trafficking by its nature is borderless. In other words, if everybody has the same type of structure against sex trafficking, it should work as a global thing to prevent. If there's a safe haven for sex traffickers, that's what the idea is between the international convention. First, the judge references the definition of human trafficking, protocol regarding prevention of human trafficking, especially women and children, in addition to the United Nations Convention. The judge starts out by talking about the definition and where the law comes from. Then he starts talking about concrete danger of the public that they present. And even if the defendants are not known with criminal past, the charge represents a state of normality that cannot justify in context. The release of the defendants is procedural moment in relation to the high gravity of the alleged crime of human trafficking and the creation of a criminal group organized for which they are investigated. And then the other thing he talks about in the order is the judge talks about, we had that stuff that happened in London. Well, the judge says even though that's not a crime, it cannot be ignored. So he's using that, and he fled to this jurisdiction, and he's also using the fact that he's talked in.
All right, you listen to that. Even though it's not a crime, it cannot be ignored. I think that's biased. Okay, if it's not a crime, you try, and this is how I see it. Okay, this is how I see it personally. If you're making a judgment that can affect someone's life for the rest of their life and can permanently destroy them, permanently ruin their image, you can't just bring in anything that's not part of the crime. Okay, if it's not criminal, If it's not criminally inclined, you can't bring it in. So saying, oh, what happened in London, it's not a crime, but it cannot be ignored. You can't bring something that's not a crime because of the bias that you have, because the decision that you're making can permanently destroy this person's life. And that's how I see it. That's what I think. Okay. But let me know what you all think. Okay. Let me know your thoughts because we have to wear our thinking caps and be able to, like I said, be rational about these things.
Videos and flaunting flight. He talks about that in his order.
Well, I fucked up. England wants me in jail. I can fly a Nigerian passport, or an American, or an English, or a Polish, or an Estonian. I have so many passports. Are you gonna block them all?
Everything he is doing is consistent. But here's even the kicker. Looking at private videos as part of the police file, from the following passages from the context of this content, there is no doubt a deep lack of respect for the legal norms and a total indifference to the social protected values that the defendant gives.
Oh no! Get me out of jail! Get me out of jail! I said get me out of jail! Get me out of jail! She's a lawyer to talk about the law. I committed multiple felonies.
All go away. But also the attitude of disregard towards women in general, which he perceives only as a means of getting his content released. In other words, making money.
The judge
cannot agree with the support of the defense
in the sense that the video contents presents only one character and cannot be taken into account since the defendant exhibits the same attitude in the relations with injured persons and is evident from the content of conversations that are in these criminal prosecution files. The defense made an argument. You can't really look at what he's saying on those videos because that's just a character that he's playing. Well, the judge has also looked at some private files, and the judge says, I can't ignore it. You know, you look at some of the things, he shows you his 7 passports. I mean, who has 7 passports? And if you look at, we'll show you some video in a minute about the search. You look at the guns, you look at the passports, you look at all the other things that are on the table. He's ready to rock and roll. I mean, why does he need all this stuff? Well, I'll tell you why. Because
Dialogue is where work comes together. It gives us one beautiful workspace.
He's like one jurisdiction, and he's worried about people coming after cops in general, regarding the need to commission of another crime. Purpose mentioned in enumerated paragraph 202, blah, blah. The judge notes the situation by which his conduct prior to committing the act is the subject of the case. The defendant proves the real risk of repeat criminal behavior. The judge is basically saying, if you look at some of the recent statements put out by his camp, Andrew Tate has nothing but the utmost respect for law and authority, but nothing but the most respect for the Romanian courts. Oh no, Romania. Of course you can say that now. But what did he flaunted on his video? He absolutely flaunted Andrew Tate's videos that he made are completely biting the human man. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. When Andrew Tate tells you he's got 7 passports, go to Romania, I could go to Bulgaria, I could go to Sudan, where the fuck he says he's going to go. He's so full of shit. You know, and the thing that kills me, honestly, about this guy in general is the hubris. And he not only preys on these women, but he preys on these young guys with no self-esteem, and they just think he's the bee's knees. Oh, look, he got a cookie. You know, and he's doing this, he's doing that, and he just has money, hand over fist. Well, you can make money hand over fist. But if you have to look over your shoulder, that's called short money. It's absolutely short money. And so anybody out there who's paying $50 a month to Hustle University, which I don't think exists anymore, is someone that needs to look elsewhere for motivation and support. In that motivation you're looking for, look at what he did. He started out.
Looks like this guy has something personal against Andrew Tate or something. He's talking about his money. He's flaunting money. Hustlers University. I think he was advertising a paperwork at the beginning of the video too. E-sign, something like that. Is that isn't that what Tate is doing? Selling stuff to people, marketing stuff to people. Aren't they all the same? Maybe it's just me. Wait, like the company that employs you, aren't they all the same? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's keep
Being
going.
successful as a fighter. You don't make a lot of money as a professional kickboxer. He wound up with, when he got done with the fight game, he had 70 grand to his name. He blew 30 of it trying to gamble it to try to get a place in Thailand. And it was left with $40,000 left. He was going for the quick money. He was selling drugs for a short time.
But fighting wasn't paying bills or whatever.
And then he does the webcam thing and didn't do it.
Do you see this award behind me? Me and my twin brother Rasmus got this award because we made over.
The webcam business is not illegal by itself, but to do it the way he did it,
Okay.
webcam thing, and didn't do it. I mean, the webcam business is not illegal by itself.
Okay.
But
Webcam business is not illegal by itself.
to do it the way he did it, and with the deception and the fraud that he engaged in, because that's his MO. That's his MO. He has to get the quick money because he didn't have the skill. I want to say he didn't have the skill set to do it right, but he probably did. But just he got greedy, and why would you tie up all your money in 33 cars? As he said, I think he just seized another 4 vehicles. He's put himself in a very vulnerable position by engaging in criminal activity. When you break the law, you give the government a foray into your life, right? You just do because you give the government the ability to then control your life. And who's controlling where he is and what he's doing? Had he done this the proper way, and I don't know what that means exactly because I'm not in the webcam business. The guys that are looking at him as an idol, and there are a lot of you out there. There are a lot of you. I don't have Bugatti money, but you know what? If I had to do what Andrew Tate did, I wouldn't want Bugatti money. Even if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't fucking buy a Bugatti. When you set up your program, whatever your program is, go to work, start your own business, whatever you're doing, you got to do it so that it isn't like Andrew. So he's vulnerable himself. Okay, let's look at what he did. His first victims were addicts, right? Drug addicts. Second victims, he's always doing something in the back of people. The second victims were the ladies that he was keeping there. And I know some people said they were free to leave at any time. Bullshit. They wouldn't have a case. If they were. You got 6 people who said they weren't. But then the third victim was you guys. You guys had signed up for Hustle University. You were hustled. And you were online, and he was feeding what you needed to hear. And unfortunately, it was BS. It was absolutely BS. I know it's fashionable.
Well, that's what it has to say. I think we've heard that. Let me know what you guys think about what he has to say, because I don't think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought, what happened? Went offline, back online. Okay, so yeah. But what I'm saying is we need to be able to isolate things, okay? give or take, the Tate were able to do some things. They were able to persuade people to do things. I think they were able to do what most companies will do to you, which is to persuade you to work with them. And when you work with them, you make the company a huge amount of money that goes to the company, and then they pay you salary. Okay. And then when they pay you salary, the government takes out of the salary that you're being paid. Not just you. That's what happens to me at the end of each month when I see my paycheck and I see how much tax was deducted. I'm like, frick it. It's like I'm being, effed in the ass by the government. My boss uses me to make a huge amount of money, and then the government now f's me in the ass. Ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, I think I should say something like I'm being Andrew Tate. I'm being Andrew Tate by my company and by so yeah, it's weird because now we got Andrew Tate doing everything to bring him down. Liver King went down. Liver King, he did it by himself. Tate also said a lot of things that they want to use to incriminate him, but his argument, or the argument from his lawyer, his defense argument, is that it's a persona. And when they say it's a persona, it's understandable because when it's a persona, it's hard to put them in jail. So back in the days, okay, I don't know if that still happens now, but back in the days, there's been a situation whereby people who actually were charged with they were charged with murder cases, they actually won the case under the notion of the fact that they had a split personality. Okay, they had multiple personality, so they don't know who to charge with the murder, so they actually let them walk. It's crazy, but this has happened, and not just one case. Now that's the point whereby they're trying to use the persona argument. That's okay. Whenever Andrew Tate is online, it's a character, and I think this dude is funny. Honestly, he's hilarious. Like, if not even for the motivation, the fact that it's he knows how to communicate and say what you want to hear, and in most cases, it's not how will I put it? Guys need something to drive them to work. And there are videos online saying Andrew Tate made me go back to the gym, which means you're working towards having a better health. And you know what they say, that health is wealth. It doesn't have to put money in your bank account. The fact that you're going to the gym, you're working out, that's better health, and health is wealth. The fact that you inspire to start your own business, that's you having more wealth. The fact that you able to speak up for yourself, that's something else. And all those things add up. And that's why I'm saying that always don't just go full force. Oh, someone is bad and evil, boom, boom, boom. Learn how to distinguish between different things that people have done, because it could always backfire. It could always come back to you. And we live in a world whereby you could be a good person for 50 years and then you do 1 minute of something crazy. And that could be the permanent stain in your whole life for the rest of your life. Same thing that happened to Dan White, president of UFC, made UFC organization a close to $20 billion company, and boom, one scandal, it goes with him for the rest of his life. Even though I don't see it as something that's as damaging, permanently damaging as some other things, like as Jeffrey Epstein, so many other things, like war criminals. I don't see it like that. But still, if you say something, we live in a world where the media will always look for things to like destroy you. They're always looking for it. It's just the world we live in now. So the truth is, you have to be careful with what you see. You have to be careful with what you do. You have to be careful with what you put online. Everyone wants to be online these days. You have to be careful with everything that you do these days. In fact, just stop looking for fame. Stop looking for being, getting public notoriety. All of those things are just, it's not even worth it anymore. You know, it's not even worth it anymore. But that's the lawyer's analysis, and there's some transcript, and we will go through um Urban Preach. They did something. Urban Preach did something. Can you imagine? Urban Preach. Let's see what they have to say. I'm going to skip through the video because I gotta go too. So let's go Urban Preach. Do I have Urban Preach's video? Crazy. All right, let me go over here. Open it. Urban Preach. Okay.
Stupid, and he's talking to one of the victims. You're not stupid, and you can probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide what I'm really doing. And the victim says, webcam? And he says, I've been doing this for a long time with a team of pros working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. So Andrew Tate says, you're not stupid, and he's talking to one of the victims. You're not stupid, and you can probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide what I'm really doing. And the victim says, webcam? And he says, I've been doing this for a long time with a team of pros working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. Some of the girls who work for me, I use them to do other things. To move money or illegal things, documents. And I will never do that with you. If you aren't aware, Tate's in prison for Romania. Some people say he's innocent, some people say he's guilty. And you guys remember us, that when the evidence comes out, we'll find out. Well,
Yeah, we'll wait.
The prosecutor's office in Romania is leaking a lot. And
how can you prosecutors out there leaking that much?
that's always good. They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
They leak what they want to the press. You have to understand, it's a whole game. Winning a case for them is not just winning a case. There's a lot of ego involved. These people want to.
Yeah, pay attention to that. They leak information that they want to be in public, which is control, trying to stir things up and stir up a narrative and control information.
Win these big cases. When the FBI says it's got a 96, 98 conviction rate, the reason why is because they like that shit on their resume. They take on cases they know they're going to win, and they only put forth the case when they know they're going to win. And so this thing right here, have you seen what they did? No, I haven't seen what they did.
Listen, they didn't prosecute Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate prosecuted Andrew Tate. My homie was self-snitching.
Oh, that.
Watch the tape. So basically, watch the tape.
Trafficking, we have three things: force, fraud, or coercion. Force, obviously, that's like making chains and not allowed to leave. Fraud, being kept there under false pretenses. If there's an element of fraud in the way that you are enticing somebody or keeping somebody in a particular position to work for you, and if it's in the sex business, that's trafficking or coercion. Let's kind of look at one of his very first videos that he did. These are his words, not my words.
You say right now, people assume, oh, it's just a sex fest. The reality, it's a shit of other people management. The HR category of the webcam business is the largest and most important thing. They're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make money from home, and then they make sure they don't take. Your goal is to inspire girls to make money. So the way to do that is you have to have some element of influence, and you have that element of influence through her respecting you, looking to you, and her believing she needs you. And this is extremely important because at the beginning she will need you, but then she won't need you. But you have to keep that fallacy, keep that dream alive.
Fallacy. That's his word.
What he just described is how most companies operate. Like, that's the truth. That's how majority of company operates. They hire you, you make all the money for them, and they pay you what they feel like paying you as your salary. That's just
What is fallacy? Fraud.
That's a pimp. That's
That's
exactly
that's a pimp.
what a pimp does.
I'm going to make a bold statement and say that doing a TEDx talk is going to be
Keep
the
quiet.
most transformative and uplifting experience.
I knew some street pimps. I've known them for a long time. Straight street pimping is completely, in fact, no, it's not completely game. The psychological aspect is the same. She can't do this without her, to ensure that she doesn't do it without her. In the beginning, she can, but there'll become a point she can't. But you being here.
Tate looks really young in this video. If you're looking at it, I think this was when he just started. Maybe wasn't thinking he was going to blow up this much, but he looks pretty young in this video.
It synergizes this teamwork energy. We're going to do this together. Yeah, you go on the camera. Don't worry. I'll talk to the guys. I'm going to talk to them. We're a team. Happy, positive teamwork. There's no negative energy in this business.
You, man, you talking to this hot blonde girl, and you webcam with her, and you send her messages, and you find out it's actually just a bald-headed top G on the other side. You thought you were talking to a bitch named Mercedes. Turned out the nigga up to the Bugatti. I'm just saying. That's mom. I'm sorry.
The reason why I'm having this face is because the amount I didn't realize how much foot and mouth could contain.
He's fucking up. They got all the on this guy. I think it's worse.
So by contacting the girl, maximizing money, and also she knows she needs you, which is extremely important. Another reason she shared is because they pay in Bitcoin. And this is amazing because you've all seen the fraud shit that's going on. You've all seen the fucking legalities, banking, trying to get money out of sites into your bank without paying shit taxes. Actually, very difficult.
See, it's that whole avoiding taxes. And it's not legal to do that.
So the last 6 months, I've raised Bitcoin. Just like they do, taxes is also another people under control. You're not paying taxes, you should pay Bitcoin. So you don't pay taxes. You tell your girl that you're paying taxes. Because girls are lazy, girls are stupid, and girls don't pay taxes. So girls will review you, and you're like, oh, yeah, this much money, I'm paying taxes, and you're in trouble. She'll say, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, I'm controlling. I work in my taxes. If I do alone, I have to do the taxes. Taxes are complicated. It allows you to pay a small percentage. So I pay my for 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I give them free. I should set. They thought they were 50%. And I said the disparity is the taxes. So you're 50% paying taxes versus 50%. So you're going to tell them the difference in the taxes. That's where the disparity lies, taxes. If you don't know anyway, print out some tax laws. That's just a lot of tax laws. Say tax laws. What is it for tax law? Okay, just sign it away.
So we started. He's already did tax evasion and fraud.
I mean, it's not a mission. He's
This is a course he's running. He's teaching people.
that's what he's teaching. He doesn't mean he's doing that. Now. I'm just playing devil's.
So, tax evasion. Okay, so he's evading tax. Okay, but he's saying this is how he's doing it. He gets them to get paid in Bitcoin, which he didn't create the system. Whoever created Bitcoin is the one creating the funnel to evade tax. Isn't that what all the businesses are doing? People that start a business, they do it so they don't have to pay tax. So the money they use goes back, to helping the business. And also, if the government sees that you're helping the business or you helping the economy by hiring people, then you don't have to pay tax. But the point is, there is a system that allows people to pay less tax or not pay tax if they are given back to the government. That's a system. So the Bitcoin is a system. It might not be helping the people or helping the government, but it's a system which the government doesn't know how to tax yet. Tate didn't create that system. The system exists. He finds the loophole and is using the system. My question is, the government should go after the person that created Bitcoin, or they should go after themselves for not knowing that people could avoid not paying tax using the Bitcoin. In fact, the government owes us money. Can't believe I just said that. You don't come for me. Do not come for me.
It's a very hard job. I'm not. Hey.
He said that's what he was doing with this girl. That's what he said he was doing.
Yeah.
The women say he did this to us.
Oh.
What, you think they're going to look at the bank records and see that the money, oh, he was paying the 50-50? What you think? Let's be honest. If someone admits to what they're doing, just believe them.
But to his defense, I got nothing.
Guys, he's self-snitching.
So what you're telling me is that they got him on frauding the girls and the frauding the government. Is that what you're saying?
Motion Array is the quickest way to make your content look amazing. My name is Jordan Taylor Wright from Taylor Films.
I just want you guys to understand, like, just here, we're not even going to the human trafficking, just right there. This man was stealing from the people that were working for him. Right there.
All right, it's how they put it. You can't just say he's stealing from people that are working for him. It's crazy because that means my company is stealing from me. I mean, that means the government is stealing from me because they're taking my money too. You know, it depends on how a lot of things revolves around how you say it. You know, that's why there's a saying that goes that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, and when people are against someone, they tend to use heavy implicating word to denote the person. And that's why if in a country, for example, where there is a judicial system whereby the judge goes by facts, evidence, logic, analysis, a lot of people will use heavy words, strong emotion to like want to throw someone in the prison or destroy them. But then when the court outcome comes, the Johnny Depp case, for example, when the outcome comes, it's not what people think will come out because you've used all your strong negative emotion, hoping this person will be destroyed, but then it didn't come out because you are in your feelings. So keep in mind, it's not what they're saying, it's how they're saying it.
He didn't even care. He said, I'm getting rich, bitch. Fuck you. He didn't care. He was stealing from it. If that's your job, how would you feel about that? Would you not want this person charged for that crime?
Last time I checked, I want everyone that's ever hired me to be charged, but it's just they were able to create a system and there's nothing I can do. So quit bitching or start your own company or leave or whatever. Do whatever you have to do. But when they said coercion, they said not physical coercion, it's a mental coercion. And when they say things like that, they put it out there in a way that you can't quantify it. You can't say, oh, he actually said it. You have to say, oh, it's because I felt, because it's mental coercion. How do you quantify mental coercion? How do you justify mental coercion? Like a lot of those things, we need to put our heads on the table and, okay, he's wrong. He's done some things. What's the age range of the woman they're talking to? If it's someone that's like, say, 14 years old, 16 years old, okay. If it's someone that's 24 years old, 25 years old, above, in fact, let's say above 21, you're an adult, you should be able to stand for yourself. And okay, let's say psychologically, your prefrontal cortex is said to fully develop at the age of 25. Still, lawfully, the law says once you're 21, you're an adult. What's the age range of the people that you're talking to? Because there are some things that happen to me, and I don't want to make this personal, but there's some things that's happened to people, and people don't want to take it. But I personally, when it happens, I'm like, okay, how did I contribute to this? What could I have done differently to have avoided this? And that's what I'll keep doing. But when it happens, I accept full responsibility, just like Dana White, taking full accountability. And sometimes I just do it because it's just the right thing to do. But then, of course, you have to stop him from trying to swindle other people too. So you got to bring him to law. I mean, that's what I'll do. Like, what the fuck?
Listen, if my employer even stole $1 an hour from me, I'd be pissed. Thousands every single month?
Something real's happening. Nothing's happening. Something you change. You have girls. You can not do a business relationship with a female, and I'll tell you why. Women have sex with somebody. If they're not fucking you with somebody else, and that other person she's fucking is going to have the control over her mind as opposed to you. And if he controls her mind and you don't control her mind, once she starts to pick it up a bit after a few weeks, a few months, whatever, and realizes how to make money on her own, or she's going to run off and pay her boyfriend, or then she's going to go traveling in Southeast Asia, she's going to work as she knows, or she's going to go to her boyfriend and say, look, fuck it, you type for me. Oh yeah, you're always working, I have to do some traveling, and you can't come, I want to bring you with me. Traveling is great because the thing about this business is nobody. If you can find a good Airbnb with good internet, you can go somewhere else. So it's a good little category to throw in. You're always working, why do you work for me so you spend more time with her? Or if you do once, okay, he says, oh, I don't want to do that. It's okay, I agree with that, but listen, call us in a meeting, let's just talk about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, fine. Let me explain it to you properly. In fact, I bring one of the girls who works with you, both.
Does the recruiting and managing way. Why? Because women are much more likely to go into these kinds of things if they're hearing it from the woman. So when he sets up this organization, right? Because they're accusing him of running a criminal organization. He has the woman he calls the bottom, right? To recruit the other women. Okay. Now, there's some transcripts. Because they did some wiretaps, they seized her phone, they seized all the technology. So there's some conversations that they're using now. I want you to also know the context of the country's in. Andrew Tate is a foreigner living in Romania as a rich person, trying to put himself in the government. And he's also spoken about the reason why he left the UK to go to Romania is because, you know what I mean, laws are a little bit lax. They're not like France or oppressive. So this is how he talks about Romania and going to jail. Okay, this is pulled from his PC, and then it was leaked to the press. Okay, so this is something that they got.
Look at the account's name. The account's name says Cobra Affinity. It's kind of one of those TikTok accounts. Why will they have it on his phone, on his laptop? Oh, well, it's him.
Get me out of jail. It's a law, says you're guilty. I said get me out of jail. Don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law. I've committed multiple felonies. How much should I cost to make this all go away?
Also, your real G's ain't here, they're everywhere. You gotta go to Poland, you gotta go to Warsaw, fucking Dubai, Miami, even when you stay confidential notes. I'm all over the place. So I end up with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere.
Most online coaches should just go beg for their.
No restaurants, no gloves, nothing.
But here's even the kicker. Looking at private videos that are part of the police file from the context, the following passages from the context of this content, there is no doubt a deep lack of respect for the legal norms and a total indifference to the social protected values that the defendant gives proof of. Also, the attitude of disregard towards women in general, which he perceives only as a means of getting his content released. In other words, making money. The judge cannot agree with the support of the defense in the sense that the video content presents only one character and cannot be taken into account since the defendant exhibits the same attitude in the relationship with the injured person and is evident from the content of the conversations that are in.
Who's the phone? Discusses said victim as a commodity to be used for making money. Andrew Tate says, you have to understand what once you're mine, will be mine forever. A woman never leaves her man, I'll be the last man in life. What do we do if we fall in love and I kidnap you to bring you to boot press? I don't think it's kidnapping if I want to cut. First, I see in your eyes that you will never be able to live without me, and I trust you to show you everything. Bring your ring when you come, this is what the girl says. He says, can you be loving enough to be a wife, to always be outside wherever I go, to talk to your women besides me? You have to move to Romania if you keep an eye on your mind. Don't ever forget that. And she says, can I trust you? He says, yes, you can. We'll meet in Romania, and I want to know your comedian. And serious about marriage. Yes, I'm serious.
And when she gets that, he's like, well, we're not getting married. I want to turn you into a camper. Okay. So they're basically establishing that the way that he's getting these people involved in the whole business is through fraud. And if you remember what the guy said earlier, there are some of the criteria that need to be met. Okay. One of them is fraud. And that's what we're trying to establish with these conversations. So even though this conversation doesn't seem bad to you, you have to understand about the level of how it defines being trafficked. This is what was telling us that they might incorporate in order to make that charge stick. Basically, he wasn't telling people, hey, I'm running a Kansas, come down. He's like, I want to marry you. You're going to fall in love with me. You're going to fall in love with me. He gets them all the way down to Omega, inside his compound, and then he sprays it on him with who? His motto. So Andrew Tate says, you're not stupid. He's talking to one of the victims. You're not stupid. You can probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide whatever I'm doing. And the victim says, webcam? And he says, I've been doing this for a long time. The team of girls working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. Some of the girls who work for me, I use them to do other things. To move money or illegal things, documents. And I will never do that with you. Basically telling the girl you're different from the others. I make them do the illegal stuff. Post it. And it says, if Andrew looks to see you, if you post a TikTok, you won't even have time to unpack. You're flying off the documents straight away. So what does this conversation really mean? This is where this is important. Might not mean much to y'all, when they're taking this in conjunction with everything else, the fraud of involved. The coercion of them, that's like lying about what we're really going to be doing there. The fact that this girl who works for Tate saying she's going to be punching the girl 10 times when she gets there. But there's these threats of violence. The one saying that if you get home, you're going to be flying off the balcony. Is that literally? Probably not. But there is some element there of threats of potential violence if you don't do what's needed. When you take that to court, and these are conversations that are happening in private, you understand? They're going to take this into strong consideration when they're making their case. They're like, how do you explain this stuff? Oh, we're just joking. We're not going to actually make her. Well, then why is the victim terrified? Oh, she's just lying. You think that's going to really be a real defense in court? You know things, some people are not going to believe that. Of course. It's going to be real bad. Like, yeah, it's like that, like that. And you know why? Because they actually talk like that. They talk like that with their girls. Girls. I'm saying guys, but I'm talking girls do the same shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? I'm a punch you.
Yeah, I've seen girls talk like that on so many occasions, but a lot of it is not like, it's not. They'll do it on the it's not. You don't take it on. You take it as official value, right? And you could tell if someone says, I'll punch you in the face, you could tell from the tone of their voice. Everything we do, communication is not, communication is like 20% verbal, the rest is 80%, the non-verbal, body language, tone, eye contact. So if someone says, I'm going to punch you in the face, you could tell from the tone of their voice if they are joking or they're not joking. It's just the way it is. But that's what Abba has to say. And you could tell that a lot of those things are like one-sided and biased, and it is what it is. So let me know what you all think about this. And let's let's go into this guy's video. Okay, let's go into this guy's video. This guy here.
Multiple felonies. How much does it cost to make this all go away?
Also, when you're real G's, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You gotta go to Poland, you gotta go to Warsaw, fucking Dubai, Miami, anyone who wants to take confidential notes. I'm all over the place. So I end up with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not like no restaurants.
No gloves. No.
But here's even the kicker. Looking at private videos that are part of the police file, from the context of the following passages from the context of this content, there is no doubt a deep lack of respect for the legal norms and a total indifference to the social protected values that the defendant gives proof of. Also, the attitude of disregard towards women in general, which he perceives only as a means of getting his content released. In other words, making money. The judge cannot agree with the support of the defense in the sense that the video content presents only one character and cannot be taken into account since the defendant exhibits the same attitude in the relations with the injured person and is evident from the content of the conversations that are in the criminal prosecution.
Basically, he's saying we're trying to distinguish between the character, the persona that Tate is, which could be told something entirely different than who he is behind closed doors. But no. His conversation behind closed doors represents the same motherfucker that he shows himself to be on the main stage.
Get to the transcripts.
Okay, so this is how Tate apparently manipulates one of the victims to flight over media by promising marriage. Then discuss this victim as a commodity used for making money. Andrew Tate says, you have to understand what once you're mine, you might be mine forever. A woman never leaves her man, I'll be the last man in your life. What do we do if we fall in love and I kidnap you to bring you to Bucharest? Another girl replies. What do we do if we fall in love and kidnap you to bring you to Bucharest? Another girl replies. I don't think it's kidnapping if I'm a cup. First, I see in your eyes that you will never be able to live without me, and I can trust you to show you everything. Bring her when you come. This is what he said. Damn, bro. Fuck! I swear. They've been going to put hands on that. Just like that. Just like that. It ain't just like that. This is a lot. This is a lot. On this side of the fucking spectrum, on the side of things, the supporter taking, he's getting attacked. Right? All the while now, they didn't build this case on your ass. I don't like to know where these fucking transcripts come from. It's so hard for me to fucking trust shit, bro. There's so much nonsense going on. So if they can provide some legit references, you know what I'm saying, legit source or something, cool. But all I need to see was shit coming out of fucking Tate's mouth. He's literally saying what the fuck he's doing, which is what they're arrested for, which is why he's in custody right now. He admitted to it all. Dumbass.
Can you be loving enough to be a wife, to always be on my side wherever I go, to talk to zero men besides me?
This doesn't sound like a way Tate talk. This sounds like a fucking a dweeb. Can you?
He said he wasn't for a defense attorney. When watching that video, he wasn't very objective. Well, he was objective. No, he wasn't. A defense attorney time out. Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm going to say. Stop cutting me off. Have some respect. If I'm a defense attorney, okay? If I'm a defense attorney.
Oh, by the way, these are the conservative twins. These dudes are hilarious and also analytical. And right now they're talking about the lawyer, that the lawyer isn't objective, he's biased. But let's enjoy this. This is something we can enjoy, please. This is comedy gold.
And if I'm going to do a video about another video, I'm going to give the client several defenses, even though I'm not representing him. This is what I would say. This is what I would do. He's a horrible defense attorney.
Well, he's not his defense attorney. He's just speaking from a defense attorney.
Yeah, but he didn't give any defenses. Which means he sucks as a defense attorney.
He doesn't suck as a defense attorney.
Did he give any defenses? Did he give any tactics? that he used to get off. No, how can he? It's all on video. Okay, so no. He's a defense attorney. He's supposed to be an expert. What are you talking about? He's a defense attorney. He does this shit for a living. But he didn't give no defense. Hey, you need to calm down. I bet all his clients in jail. Every last one was locked up doing life. All right, Kevin, calm down. No, seriously, calm down. No, I'm just pointing that out. I get that. I'm pointing that out. He's not much of a defense attorney from what I saw. Check him out in the damn stock. Hey, Kevin, calm down. Am I spitting facts or opinions? I don't give a shit. I'm spitting facts over here. That's fine. I'm keeping it with them. Man, you know what? Fuck this video. Fuck it, I give up. Hey, Keith, come up with stuff. No, man, you can't do this like. Hey, Keith, it's like your heart's beating for you. No, damn. Seriously, you need to calm down. I'm calm. All right, I'm gonna show this video of this defense attorney. Right, man, you found some old video back you talking about this damn webcam business. All right, check it out.
Or his words, not my words. And I'm not going to take it out of context.
You're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make unlimited money from home, and then making sure they all take you.
So you're making sure.
He's going to go into this little spiel, but let me give you a little defense, his defense explanation, what he said. Well, he didn't say much right there. Yeah, let me say something. Go ahead and talk. So, okay, he says he's going to start his webcam business. The goal is to get a bunch of girls, make a whole lot of money, and all of it comes to you. It's going to be his damn business. His business is merchant processor. So, of course, all the money's going to come to him. The money's not going to go to her, and then she, like, pay him off. It's his business. So he's going to pay her hard. He's going to pay her salary.
Yeah, so I mean, it sounds horrible what he said. Yeah, talking about girls doing sexual acts, but that's how business runs. That's how the NBA runs. All the money goes to the owner. Now it don't go to the players, it goes to the owner. And then the owner pays the players' salary. So that's perfectly legal. That's perfectly legal if you're running a business. Now, I'm not really speaking to the human trafficking. I don't know how you got there. I don't know. I don't know if they work or dragged it or anything. Yeah, but to my understanding, if they come under the whole and they want to do that, then it's not against the law. Finish doing some talking. Webcams is not illegal. It's not illegal. It's not considered prostitution. It's a legal business. Yeah. I thought you was going to add something to this. I just did. Shut up. Now, he said something. It sounded, I mean, when he said it sounded horrible, but if you got to think of it, when you're talking about a webcam business, why would a female work for somebody else when she can do it all on her own in the friendly confines of her own house? That's what he was alluding to. It's very hard to convince a woman to go work for a webcam business instead of working just for herself.
Are his words, not my words. And I'm not going to take it out of context.
You're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make unlimited money from home, and then making sure that you're all to you.
So you're making sure that you're teaching girls how to make a shit ton of money. Right off the bat, he tells you his main goal is to have them work for him and him get all the money.
I find my friends all smoking home, and females are nice. Why do you work for me so we spend more time together? What if you do what? So I'll have a business. Oh, I don't want to do that. So, okay, I know you want to do that. Listen, call me, let's have a meeting. Let's just talk about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Fine. But let me explain it to you properly. In fact, I'll bring one of the girls who works with you, the bottom bitch, the new girl. You go out for fucking a nice dinner. Your bottom bitch is the one who does that selling. You don't do the selling. The girl has to hear from the girl. And this is where your bottom bitch has to be trained. So I said it's so important to have a good first girl.
Yeah, then he goes into Ghislaine Maxwell. That's what she did from Epstein. Yeah, but why would he say he's a defense attorney? Why would you bring her up? Maxwell did. That was illegal. That's Ghislaine Maxwell did, right? Yeah. It makes perfect sense. You got Ghislaine Maxwell trafficking underage girls, and then you got a female trying to recruit webcam girls. Are totally two different things.
I said that. I said that.
Am I right or wrong? You don't see that she's active in Ghislaine Maxwell's situation? Yeah, but it doesn't make it illegal. It's webcams. He's recruiting not underage girls, he's recruiting adult females. I get that, but she's operating like Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah.
Yeah. He knows women gonna listen to other women. They're not gonna listen to a guy. Yeah. And he said, train your bottom bitch to do all the talk. Yeah, it's pimp talk. But we're talking about webcam girls. We're not talking about prostitutes. I get that. Yeah, we're talking about webcams. But you don't see the deceit and all that? Yeah, it's very deceitful. Why the fuck you defending? I'm not defending anything. I haven't heard a crime yet.
I love this.
To this point, no. So why you getting all angry with me? I'm not getting angry. It's just like, I'm sure there's some deceit there. Yeah, of course there is. But I'm not saying what he's doing. What I'm saying is what he's doing is not illegal. What Ghislaine what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. What she did was totally illegal. She recruited underage girls to go to a house and it was coerced to have sex with an older man. That's illegal. Human trafficking. It's coercion. It's all the above, right? But he's conflating what she did with webcams. Even though there's similarities, it doesn't make it the same thing. They're totally two different scenarios, totally two different situations. He's muddying the waters. Okay, let's keep playing.
Dialpad is where work comes together.
It gives us one beautiful workspace.
That was the girl that recruited for Jeffrey Epstein. Almost identical to what he's talking about here.
Almost identical.
I kept control. Your girl has this because if your girl ever runs off and leaves, you don't want her to have an address book where the guy should get money from.
Another aspect of control. You don't want her to have your client list because if she has your client list, she can leave you. So you've got to restrict her information. It's a systematic method of control to control these women.
Yeah, I mean, but it's his business. It's his clients. All businesses do that. Like I still think this is just a. I don't like this professional how he treats women. But it's totally you find this in all businesses. The business owner controlling client. And you do that in all businesses. And a lot of times, as an employee, webcams is not illegal. Can I do some talking? Yeah, go ahead. And as far as if I'm running a business and I got a huge clientele base and I heard somebody that run my business, have that employee sign a non-compete, which means you can't take my clients and do the exact same thing on your own. Right? That's not illegal. Now, I'm not speaking how he got them there. I have no idea how he got those women in there. Right. If they were forced there and coerced to do that, this is a moot point. Yeah. But as far as what he said in this video, that is it's not illegal. It's deplorable, but it's not illegal. And he referred to women as assets, right? He referred to women as assets. I mean, it's misogynistic to say a woman's an asset, but let's keep it 100, let's keep it real. I mean, in the webcam business, they are assets. And you look at the NBA football players, the NFL, those NFL players are the asset of that business. Without that asset, without the humans performing the thing that you don't have in the NFL, you have in the NBA. So if he referred to women as an asset, I mean, is it undermining women? Yeah, but they are assets. You know? Yeah. In the sense of the word. Yeah. In the assets is just like my microphone, this coffee bag, this table. I'm an asset. Keeps an asset to my business. We both assets. Everybody's an asset to a certain degree, you know? Yeah. I haven't had a crime yet. I heard some massage. I think you about to hear I'm about to hear the crime right now.
I'm going to leave and go, I don't know the account. I don't have password to the account. I've never set it up before. I don't know how the banking works. I don't have any of my guys' phone numbers. I have nothing. And that's why they don't want to leave. It's like, he has everything I need him. I just think he has everything. It's important. I'm telling you, it's a very important element. That control.
Very important element, that control.
And every aspect of control. Tax is also another important element of controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. You tell your girl that you're paying tax because girls are lazy and girls are stupid and girls don't understand how taxes work. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. Now that allows you to do two things. One is another control element.
See how that control is a recurring theme over and over and over again?
If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. The control element.
And he doesn't have respect for these women at all because he thinks they're stupid.
It allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 13%. So for every $10,000 they made, I give them 3, and I keep 7. They thought they were over 50%. And I said the disparity is because of taxes. If they say, why is it 50-50? I'm the one who knows what he's doing. I'm the one with the knowledge. I'm the da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Go on. Print out some tax forms. I see this all the time. I can print out some random tax forms and say, sign here, sign this. What is it? It's for the tax. You don't pay the tax on. Throw them away out. They think something's happening. Something real is happening. Nothing's happening. Something new age.
Nothing's.
Now, before we get to the tax part, he said it was a whole control thing. I mean, like I said, it's a webcam business. How can you coerce a woman to work for your business when she can do it all alone? I mean, there is a control element to his business, but that doesn't make it necessarily illegal. I mean, it's hard if they should say, but it sounds like he's kind of implying. Yeah, gets them in there, controls everything, right? And all the things he's talking about control as far as the crime and all that, that's all illegal, and all businesses do that. That's all legal. He makes you said it's all legal. It's all legal. But the fact that he's doing all this and it makes them seem like they cannot leave, and this is all they can do now in their life. It's like a coercive tactic. Yeah, but it's illegal. They can always quit. It's a job.
Sure.
Yeah, they can. Yeah. So I've never tried up until the point when he started talking about taxes. So I don't know how he is off camera. If he said this shit on camera, no, you ain't going nowhere. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Now, as far as the taxes, he said, what about 50-50? So I pay the taxes. He ain't paying no taxes. That's just tax fraud. Yeah. Sounds like he's paying all these chicks in Bitcoin. Yeah. Or something like that. Doing all, so that's why, like, you're living, they've seized all this man's property. His Bugattis, what we call all these luxury vehicles, his properties, because the tax man wants to get paid. Right. And when you go around not paying no taxes, they just take everything you got and they figure out how much you owe them. So that explains why they took all this property, but also they take all your property if your business was illegal in itself. Right. I mean, it's not paying your taxes make your business illegal. Well, the human tax evasion is it's a major crime. You can have the most legit legal business. If you're not paying your taxes, the IRS will come and take everything, your house, your car, everything that belongs to you until they figure out how much you owe and how much the fines are going to be. So, but as far as this webcam business, it's not illegal in any country I'm aware of it. To have women working for you underneath your webcam business, that is not illegal. Unless you chain them to the bed and you refuse to let them go, or you trick them deceitfully and they come there and you. There was deceit involved with the tax thing. Fake tax documents and then you just sign it. Go work. No, take your credit. Now, as far as human trafficking, man, I mean, that's not too hard to prove. All you need is one woman to say, I was there, I was working for webcams. You probably told me I was going to work for a while, but you wouldn't let me leave after 8. You didn't pay me what he didn't pay me what he said he was going to pay me. He did when I wanted to. Hold on. Didn't pay me what he said he was going to pay me. Then when I tried to leave, he wouldn't let me leave. Yeah, that's human trafficking. I mean, forced labor is a form of human trafficking. Yeah, sexual exploitation. Yeah. All that is human trafficking. Webcam. But if he actually handles his business as far as taxes this way, you could give 30 years just for that. They can give 30 years. Depends on how much money you made. Yeah. Just what did this going to take everything they made? This dude is ask Wesley Snipes, he took his freedom and everything. Yeah, it's Red Fox too. Some serious time. Yeah. He ain't making no 30 years. He ain't making no time like Sam Bankman-Fried get it. Well, depends on the fact traffic comes through. I don't believe in traffic. Tax fraud? What else? Yeah, tax fraud. Tax fraud. Yeah, his girlfriend came out and said some things. Yeah, she's going to be a good character witness. Yeah, she got the video? Check out, man.
If you don't have another off, then we should be able to.
She is fine. Man, that woman is fine. Oh, man. It brings that back to me. Man, that girl is smoking hot. He could have made 10 times more money if she was working for him. If she did work for him. You get hold of some webcams, you making some money. Anyway, man, that's the girl. Go ahead, just play the video. How you gonna play the video?
If you don't live under a rock, then I'm pretty sure you know that Andrew Tate has been arrested for human trafficking. Absolutely absurd. Simply for the reasons that it's absolutely false. I had lived with Andrew for years and years, and he would never do anything like this. Ever. I've already had to make some videos regarding his innocence when it came to him being called a woman beater for a video that got leaked of us through having a little bit of a rough role play. I had to make a video clarify, 2 videos in fact, clarifying that he is innocent. And here I am again, coming from somebody who lived with him for years. He is not a human trafficker. He would never anybody, and he would certainly never ever human traffic anyone either, including his brother. They would never do such a thing. I'm just so shocked, and I'm so fed up with all of these lies. Talking about him, that he's a woman beater, that he's a human trafficker. It is so false. It's so false that it's upsetting. Even though we're no longer together, it upsets me because I know the person I have lived with. I know who he is, and he doesn't need all of those things, and he does not deserve any of this coming his way.
Dialpad is where work comes together. It gives us one workspace.
Yeah, man, she's smoking hot. I just want to throw that out there. But you know what? What I find so odd about all this, what defense attorney goes on YouTube in front of millions of people, takes somebody who's been arrested. Now, this defense attorney, for his career, his life, he defends criminals. He defends people. Why would a defense attorney go on YouTube and do, what, 5 or 6 videos, get millions of views on his videos, putting down somebody who is innocent until proven guilty? Because he doesn't like it.
True.
Yeah, he just like he wasn't objective, and people accuse you for not being objective. You're not. You're totally biased. Well, from a defense, he's this guy. Is Andrew Tate a misogynist? Is he? Does walk your car down? Is he misogynist? Does he look down on women? I would say yes. That's obvious. You think so? I think he looks down on women. You think so?
Oh, I love this guy.
You've been a little harsh on it. I'm just saying, that's the only faults I find in Andrew Tate. He looks down on women. He's misogynistic, and he might have did a little tax fraud. But as far as human trafficking or coercion, forced labor, I don't see it. This is proof, man. You can be an intelligent. You can be an intelligent. Calm down. Need to calm down. You get anxiety. Get your anxiety down. Look, you can be an intelligent man, but as soon as you introduce a bias into that intelligent man's head, you do dumb shit. You're not objective. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way he looks at women, from my point of view, this is what got him in this entire situation. Yeah, he's a very smart guy. Very articulate. Yeah, he's a smart guy, but his biased view of women, it's totally... all this is self-inflicted, in my opinion. Yeah. If he would have just ran a respectable business, right? Did his taxes. Yeah. Had him in a situation where they could not claim to be trafficked. I haven't seen any women that say they've been trafficked. I've seen a bunch of videos of one of these girls saying that he got messages on Instagram, but I haven't found out. That's probably a lot from his Instagram. There's a lot of girls saying automation. He was recruiting women. Yeah, he was recruiting women. Yeah, and he accidentally sent it to some damn underage girl. Yeah, but I've seen tax fraud. That's why they took all this stuff. And that's why this is bound, man. And the way he talks to women, I'm sure he's talking down to a few of them women, and they're going to be ready to testify against him.
Yo, anyway, guys, it's been over an hour. Let me know what you guys think. You've seen 3 different videos. You've seen from the lawyer's point of view. You've seen from Abban Preach's point of view. You've seen from the conservative twins' point of view. You've seen from my own point of view. You've seen from your own rational point of view. Let me know what y'all think. To me, I think we should still stick with the fact that anyone brought to the court of law, anyone being prosecuted should remain innocent until proven guilty. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.